Translation, kind of a crazy Spike Jonze diss track. Listen, I know, honestly, I don't hold this against people who don't like Lost in Translation. If you didn't like Lost in Translation and you saw it in 2003, then your soul is not reaching heaven. If you weren't alive in 2003 and you watched Lost in Translation in like 2017 or something like that, I can understand not being able to put yourself in the place and time to find yourself relating to the movie. Now, I mean, like, it's not like it was only one dude was traveling to Japan in the year 2000, but it was kind of like it's a different story, you know? Most people, when they went on like a family vacation or they traveled from work, they went from like Peoria to Springfield or something like that. They weren't going like New York City to Shinjuku, you know? So back then it was like it was like visiting like an alien planet with all the lights and the glass towers and the billboards and the public transportation and stuff. Anyway, if you didn't like it at the time, you're lost. If you didn't like it now, that's, you know, it's the same reason I don't really like Battleship Potemkin. You doing Jokerless today? So the title of the stream is We're Saving Jokerless for Another Day. Let me guess, not a big Lost in Translation fan? Why are you talking about Gen Z like they're all little kids? I'm 26. Gen Z, when anyone complains about Gen Z not working, half of Gen Z is literally in middle school right now. Gen Z, when anyone complains about Gen Z's purchasing habits causing some businesses to become defunct, we're literally 26 years old. Sorry, I went through it as a millennial myself. I'm just saying, like, you're not the first person to experience this. We're all real people here. Recycled bit? You don't understand. It's a meta commentary because you're recycling my bit from 15 years ago when millennials were in the same position. And the crazy thing is, I know I'm plagiarizing myself. You think you had an original thought. That's the difference between you and me. Okay, we're gonna rizz up. Maybe today's the day to rizz up the plasma deck a little bit. I still don't know how to play it, but we'll figure it out. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 o'clock rock. 7, 8, 10. 12 o'clock rock. I don't know. That motherfucker did not know how to tell time. You asked me 2 things about the Big Bopper. Died in a plane crash. Couldn't read a clock. And I'll tell you that for free. Am I crazy to think that this is kind of insane in a plasma deck? It's all chips, right? As long as we like never discard, this is gonna chip us up to the freaking gills. Normally, like, I wouldn't be stoked because it's eternal, but holy cow, it's 12,000 points, bro. That's crazy. I don't even want another disc. I don't want any of this garbage. It's very good for the first 4 or 5 antes. 5, 6 years ago, I could have come up with a joke for that, but I'm just not sure I got that kind of processing power anymore. Just let's skip the middleman. Can you just +2? Upgrade high card by 3 levels? It's pretty easy to play a pair, but that is like 30 extra chips. Don't even worry about the mult. And then let me just try something here. What does high card look like? Looks like 11,000 points. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. If you weren't eternal, you would have the mandate of heaven. But because you are eternal, you do not have the mandate of heaven. All right. Now, econ is sorted. It's time to get this under control. Listen, you give chips. My personal opinion, I've not looked at the patch notes. I think Square Joker needs a little buff. Me personally. Why? I'm not even talking about its score. I'm talking about the scaling. 4 chips per hand is annoying. And also constantly having to play 4 is like a mental debuff that I don't want to subject myself to, so I always just skip it these days. Sorry, it's the way of the world, man. It's the way of the damn world. Now, honestly, I can start building better than high card. High card's doing work for us. Maybe one day we'll want 4 of a kind. How about some more chippies, man? How about some more chippies? Nah, it's good. Yeah, but like, to what end? You know what I mean? Certainly not as good as this. Sorry to say. I mean, I know that we're on Black Stake here, so they're like, check out our sick Eternal Jokers, but I'm just, me personally, I'm not that interested in bad Eternal Jokers. Although I will say yesterday, I recorded a run on my first shop with 0 Jokers. I got an Eternal Riffraff. Creates 2 common Jokers. Whew, tempting. Creates 2 common Jokers. Every blind. I was pogging. It helped me win. And then in Endless, I was like, God, I wish I could get rid of this motherfucker. Bought him on the first shop, and now I can't dump him? Trying to get my fucking Yorick to pop because I needed 27 discards on Anti-12 in order to get it to mult my mult by ×5. And I'm like, I can't even get rid of Riffraff to get some like buy-sell going here? Huge, huge. Okay. 3s, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Doesn't really matter what we play, huh? Queens are good to Empress because we have we might have 6 of them in our deck now. Actually, now that I think about it, we might have 6 of them. Real ones remember the weakest link. That's damn true. That's damn true. Me, age 11, yelling at some British dude who recorded the episode like 10 weeks ago that he's got a... Bro, you got a bank! Bro, you have to use your bank! Then it's like, oh, this famous American chewing gum has also been the namesake for the Chicago Cubs Stadium for 112 years. And the dude goes like, what is Fenway? And you're like, that's why you bank, bro! Now you're back to $100. You're answering theoretical physics questions for $100? What is this? Quora? Okay, hang on. You get out of here. Stuntman. I honestly could not be better. Possibly one of the best Jokers I could have asked for in this unique situation. It's unbelievable. It's a 92,000 point hand. It's Anti-3. I played a king. Brutal. Savage. Wrecked. You know what? I'll discard. You never know what this could do for us. Get that ready for the long haul. I really feel like I've leveled up in Balatro as soon as I started respecting glass cards, which previously I did not. There's a bug on the ceiling? Yeah. Alright, yeah, I'll get it. Don't worry about it, it's okay. He's not hurting anybody. Is it a spider?
Yeah. There's 2 things.
It's...
There's a tiny one and there's a big one.
Okay, bro's about to live in the vacuum. He's imprisoned. I put on the garbage disposal attachment onto the vacuum. 36 in 1. Shampoo, conditioner, body wash, moisturizer, exfoliator, sexual lubricant, garbage disposal, caffeine supplement. I'm going crazy on this, by the way. I'm going insane. You're not gonna see much of this. This is a rare build for Plasma deck. We're going red card into skips. I'm reining it in. I know what that's like. Hello, Sinvicta, by the way. I'm reining it in. I love too much. That's my problem. I love too much, but I'm reining it in. I'm reining it in. I'm so ready for the Maestro Renaissance. When people admit that Maestro wasn't that good, but it wasn't as bad as it got torched for on social media. I'm so ready. It was Oscar bait? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was pretty good. Have you even seen it? I saw the first half. You can lucky 2 cards. Guess what, buddy? You can if you have 2 magician cards. Negative joke. Honestly, I'm sleeping on this. I'm respecting where we stand at the present moment. Devil card. Why don't you take one of these? Why don't you take one of these? Pick cards for hologram. Sag. No, you see hologram all the time. You know what? I say this all the time for other content creators. Number one piece of advice, Jay, you can agree or disagree with this. You would think the number one piece of advice is listen to your fans. The exact opposite is actually true. The number one worst thing you can do as a Twitch streamer is listen to your fans, because they don't know what they want. When I was playing a difficult game about climbing, the number one comment that I got was, we just want to see you play a good game. We don't care what it is. Now I'm playing a shitload of Balatro. People are like, we're just sick of Balatro. Sure, it's good, but we're kind of sick of it. They don't know what they want, man. All they ask for is marbles on stream. Look what you're doing to Jay. You're trying to gaslight him into playing 5 hours of marbles on stream every day. That's insane. Marbles is fun though. You are addicted to gambling, which is fine in many ways. I'm doing my pivot on no longer making fun of people for getting addicted to gambling, because so many people are going to be addicted to gambling in like 5 years that all these clips are going to age like milk. Like, he's really making fun of like a devastating illness. I'm making fun of it because I warned you. I warned you in 2019. I warned you. And nobody listened. They just said, yeah, buddy, I'm on an 11-way parlay tonight. $20 bet, and if all 11 hit, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm reining it in. I'm reining it in, people. I'm reining it in. I'm just saying, back in my day, we used to have real gambling addicts. People would get addicted to playing slot machines where you had to manually feed like a loony into the top of it. People would get addicted to playing video poker or something like that. Just go into a casino in 1996, you would basically be saying, it's worth it. It's worth getting emphysema from the secondhand smoke. Nowadays, the Zoomers, they're not real fucking hardcore gambling addicts. You take away their phone, they'd quit cold turkey. Makes me sick, bro. Back in my day, we had real gamblers. We had people that would hitchhike from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, okay? Nowadays, you're just fake-ass gambling addicts. The money line on Leafs Panthers, that's irresistible. Man, fuck you. I'm just joking. Well, it's all bad, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I can't discard. How about that? I'm going to play you because you're 50 extra chips. You never know. Nah, we're chilling. Is that the moral of that bit? There is no moral of the bit. The moral of the bit is you don't listen to me anyway, so I can say what I please. Justice me. We will not lose this run. It's not going to happen. I mean, you know what? Could be swayed. Could be swayed on that one. You think Matthews hit 70 goals? Last night wasn't their last game. They're on 81. I thought they were torched. Well, not torched. They qualified, obviously, but they got tonight versus Tampa. Oh, Leafs, sad little Leafs. What's it like to not win your division? It's not fair. The Atlantic is really good. Oh, really? Does it have the defending Stanley Cup champions in it? No? Oh, yes, that's right. That's the Pacific. Oh, does it have Connor McDavid in it? Oh, no, that's the Pacific as well. Who won the Pacific? Little team by the name of the Vancouver Canucks just clinched it last night with a cute little 4-1 victory over the Calgary Flames. You have the Sharks in your division, though? Yeah, but they did beat us once. And the Ducks? They probably beat us once, too, if I had to guess. But, hey, but you got the fucking Habs, bro. And the Sabres. Come on. And the Leafs, for that matter. Anyway. And the Caps. Habs aren't that bad. Come on, brother. Who's their goalie? Fucking Hap Dipperly? Red card and hologram? I was going to leave. So on TikTok, the clips have been popping off, but now there's a TikTok backlash because my editor sometimes splices out boring Balatro footage that out of context would make no sense and replaces it with his own speed runs of Dark Souls. And people are now starting riots in the comments. They're like, the clip is just me talking about like how Count Dracula was definitely bisexual because he was biting dudes on the neck from the behind. And then people are leaving comments that are like, I don't understand, like, just a genuine question. Why would you change the game that the video clip is from? And you're like, you really will just complain about anything. That's just, we're fucking cruising. Sure, we got two jokers that are anti-synergistic. Fucking chill out, okay? You probably want to, like, exercise, but you also love sleeping. You got cognitive dissonance in your own life as well. You sort that shit out before you come here. It's not my problem. Why are you making it my problem? It's not like erosion and hologram. Demuju. Come on. Don't engage them on their terms. Engage them on our terms, okay? Hey, Katsune Miku. Hey, Mr. Northern Lion. Here we go. I think this is my first message in chat. Wrong. That comes with a border around that says first time chatter. My friend has made the accusation you wouldn't know what frauding is and the knowledge would break you. This has all the hallmarks of I just turned 18 and I think I know everything about the internet. You're not the first perverted generation. You're not the first British person I've ever spoken to in my life. What do you think? I have a child. Think knowing what frauding is would break you. Bait used to be believable, and you know what? It still is, too. It still is, people. If I had an extra slot, I'd be buying this nuts on the table, but no, we're just chilling. We'll talk about it. Let's play this. What should I make for dinner tonight? Jar of Rouse marinara sauce. This is not going to be a Mama Liz bit, okay? Big pot of rotini. Pound of ground beef. Cook it all up. Ready to go. Dinner for the whole family. Or, if it's a family of one, you get dinner for yourself and then 8 lunches afterwards. I'm going to pop you just for one. I'm going to sell you anyway. Total cost, $11. $10 is just the Rouse. And it's worth it. That's a store-bought pasta sauce worth splurging on. Beef's expensive these days. Yeah, you could put something else in it. Rat. You could put rat in it, maybe. A 10 Rouse 2-pack from Costco. I mean, that's how we get it, but I will say it's the only thing that we buy at Costco where every time we buy it, I'm like, this is expensive. Most of the time, I'm like, damn, that's pretty cheap for how much you get. The Rouse, I'm like, okay. It's like 2 jars, $11.99, and it's right next to like the 6-pack of jars that's like $7.99, but you're like, okay, fine. You've done your market research. I'm willing to do that. Hey, thank you, Kitsune Miku, for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. I feel bad now. You got me. You win. I feel the negative emotions. The guilt. You didn't feel no guilt. No, but now I don't feel guilt because somebody just gifted you a subscription. Now you should feel guilty. We won. Nah. Yeah. I'm just not touching that one, but thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you very much. 20 molts? Yeah, sure. Why not? Permission to swag up. Denied until we win this run. You're on 39 molts. You know, at this point, I think we're on take meta to get that molting. Hey, E-Crusher BS, thank you as well. And Serval Simp, thank you as well. Thank you. Much appreciated. And totally envy. I didn't do anything. But I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Base chips and malt are halved. Just for being you. You shouldn't have. Do you come with the car? Oh, you. You see that NBA player got banned from life for betting on his own games? Okay, I mean, listen, that is pretty bad. Hey, Unky Squeege, thank you as well for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Sorry, banned for life. Not banned from life. Sorry. Banned for life. That makes way more sense. He bet against himself. Listen, you still, like, I get it. Well, insane. I can't believe I kept hallucination. You still, I mean, listen, I'm a Pete Rose apologist, perhaps because I don't know all of his the gambling allegations against him. But I was always like, that dude was like an amazing hitter, right? He shouldn't be banned from baseball forever just because he bet on baseball, as long as he didn't bet on his own games. But if he did bet on his own games, you should be torched. You should be done. He got choke slammed by Kane. Kane, the undead wrestler, the Undertaker's brother. Even if he bets on himself to win? Yeah, just like, it's just one of those things, man. Harry Kane, the footballer? That's crazy. He fucking died. The best player, I'm friends with the best player who never made it into the Hall of Fame. He fucking died. I mean, it's just, I as much as I want to, and trust me, I do, I want to dunk on the sports leagues for, like, partnering with betting companies and then saying what's the worst that could happen. And then, like, every sport now has a scandal where the players are betting perhaps on their own games or perhaps not. But really, once you cross the line of like betting on your own games, that's like, you couldn't have just bet on like someone else in the division. You still got some insider information. I'm sure people talk. You couldn't have bet on like Wizards versus Pistons or something like that. You had to bet on Raptors versus Knicks. Like, you're sick. That's a sick man right there. He needs help. He had a Discord group he gave info to. That's crazy, man. But like, what was his contract? Like, isn't that one of the reasons they get paid so much money is so they're not fucking selling insider information to Discord for like $5 a month? That's crazy. He wasn't that good? Okay, well, in that case, never mind. Discord! I'm howling at the moon. He bet $80K against himself for a $1.1 million payout. Yo, but imagine this story if he bet $80K against himself and then he overperformed like crazy. You would be like, that's a real baller right there. Like, that dude had the $80K on the line saying he was gonna suck, and then he had like a triple-double. He did accidentally hit a three-pointer. Okay, well, every time I make up like a hypothetical about his story being worse, people are like, yeah, that really happened on camera. And I'm like, oh, okay. Extra large blinds! What a great time to play Glass. Y'all? We're so back. No! It was guaranteed, man! Just to clarify, the wrestler was burned after Undertaker set their house on fire. It killed their parents. His brother, the Undertaker, was in fact dead. Oh, Kane didn't die. He was just badly burned. That's correct. My mistake. I didn't know all that. Exactly. You got it. I thought, like, so I watched wrestling as a kid. I would say like 1993 to like 1997, 1998, something like that. It's like bad timing, I'll admit, but I basically got out like right as the Attitude Era started. So like I saw like The Rock before he was The Rock, and like a little bit of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I was like, this guy's never gonna get over. I mean, I was 8 or something, but like, it's like, he drinks beer. That's bad. America will never accept a beer drinking wrestler. Oh, brother. So I was there, like, I remember watching, it probably wasn't like live because I was in Canada, but, well, that was great. I remember watching Kane wrestle for the first time, and I was like legit scared. I was like, they got an actual demon in the ring. Like, I think wrestling's gone too far, man. How did they come back from this? They've got a denizen of the underworld. And then you're like, ooh, I wonder what devilish finishing move he has, and he picks up a dude with his arm and throws him into the mat. He doesn't like cast a spell or anything. But as a kid, I was like, whoa! Choke slam! Beautiful. A beautiful selection. Thanks for the $2. You guys see the TikTok of the Miles Morales NPC breaking character and getting mad that no one was following the stream? I think it would be such a good clip to play on a soundboard while I play the Sisyphus game. It was like, listen, we've got 11,000 people here. We have 11,000 people here. We have 11,000 people here and no one's tapping the screen. We have 11 fucking thousand people here and nobody's tapping the screen. Come on. We have 11,000 people here and no one's tapping the fucking screen. It's so good. Oh, man. But he's right. Nobody's tapping the screen, man. You seen the clip of him getting mad because someone's sending him too many galaxies? Oh, man. The crazy thing is, like, I believe it, man. Like, or I believe that he's mad. Or stressed out, I should say. Because, like, he's at work, man. I've seen him driving the Lambo. I'm not taking this garbage. Local Thunk, we gotta talk, man. They gotta put some good jokers in this game, okay? What am I supposed to do with this? I kind of like need it to survive, or maybe a planet can keep me alive. I was hoping for like a Venus, so I guess I'll settle for an Earth. Extra large blind? Okay, well, we skip the blind and we go for a full house. I mean, I can't really be mad about having a straight either. Well, yes, I can. It turns out. Dump the fours, man. We need face cards in our full house. Beautiful. Hey, now, is Drops of Jupiter the worst train song? If you want to dictate... Hey, now, is Drops of Jupiter the worst train song? If you want to dictate the discourse here, you got to show up on time. I'm sorry to tell you that we already discussed that. Ooh! We already discussed that at the start of the stream today. Your ass shows up late thinking you got something hot off the presses? Come on. Ridiculous. Face cards, please. A full house. Hey, Soul Sister's worse. You know, if you showed up on time, you would already know that I agree with you. Let that be a lesson to the rest of you. No. I think you're going to give me a king. Honest, I had a feeling you were going to give me a king after all that. What's wrong with Hey Soul Sister? You mean apart from it being like the worst song of all time? It's down there. Maybe the worst of all time might be a step too far, but it is down there. I can't believe it. Square Joker. I apologize for my earlier comments about you. Fireflies? I would rather hear Fireflies than Hey Soul Sister. I'm not being ironic. They're both really bad. American Idiot is worse. You don't know what you're talking about. That's just nonsensical. Not my favorite song of all time, but at least it has like a message behind it. It's a ridiculous statement, quite frankly. Dance Monkey? Yeah, that's down there. That one might be worse because of the role it plays in my life now, because my mom introduced my 3-year-old daughter to it, and now she wants to listen to it all the time. That one's really bad. I can only score 4 of a kind. Good game, everybody. I don't know how to read. Four kings. Ooh, we're so close. Okay, we'll go again. The Lazy Song by Bruno Mars doesn't count unless it was on the radio. You can't do this Like, we have to have a shared agreement on terms before we get into debate. People are always like, worst song of all time? What about a B-side from, like, some fucking horrible album from 1951? It was all over the radio? Well, I've never heard it, so nevertheless. Dance Monkey isn't bad. I would disagree with you on that one. You will not be getting the aux cord in my vehicle. You've heard it? You're absolutely right. I was not taking the school bus in 2010. I don't believe that I've heard it. Happy? I feel like there's no accounting for personal taste. There's a wide range of personal tastes, okay? Happy, overplayed, not a great song, but it kicks the shit out of Hey Soul Sister by Train. Hey Soul Sister is like the song that an 8-year-old thinks plays in your head when you die. It's distasteful. It's cloying. It's saccharine. It has nothing. It's weightless, but not in a good way. It's like you saying like your favorite song of all time is like the Graduation song by Vitamin C or something like that. It has a good message. What's the message? Don't worry, be happy, Bobby McFerrin? It's got no complexity. You're flat. These go very nicely together. You know what? I got an idea. Actually, I realize adding one malt doesn't matter at all, but adding chips goes fucking hard. Yeah, that goes hard. What are we playing? This could be an easy pair build. Everything has to be complex, exclamation mark. Not everything has to be complex, but if we're talking about the worst song of all time, you know, I'm going to have some data points in my favor, even if they are only opinions. No, you know what? I'm rescinding that. I'm replying to your message with the middle finger. We're not getting sidetracked in conversations anymore by a argument towards the absurd. I'm resorting to ad hominems. It's like if you told me your favorite food was chicken nuggets, and I was like, really, no vegetables or nothing? And you're like talking, alternating caps and lowercase. All meals have to be good for you. That's not what I fucking said, but you're like 32 years old, you know? No carrots or nothing? No grains? Air fried French fries and dinosaur chicken nuggets? Really? Well, yeah, I'm gonna judge. I'm sorry. I'm gonna judge. The meal that you was eating? There are grains in the batter. Oh, man. What did I just bought telescope. Give me Hierophant, and then we're chilling. What did I tell you? We're gonna go possibly pair build. Low steals. Play pairs. Are pairs going to be good enough to survive right now? Probably not. Play flushes for now. But then when are pairs ever going to be good enough? You know what? That's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know right now. Maybe we'll just go flushes. I don't know. Why am I so stressed about pairs? That being said, might just toss you a quick one. Hey, NL, I just listened to Hey Soul Sister. It's nowhere bad as you made it seem. What did you think? You know what? This is the problem with society. In today's modern era, no disrespect to you, but about 80% of you are robots. Input comes in, it goes through an objective analyzer, and then output gets spat out. The song has no spirit. It was designed to sell moisturizer to your aunt, okay? That song was not written from a place of art, from a place of genuine feeling, from a place of like I have some pain or a human experience that I want to turn and encapsulate into a piece of art that I can share with the world so we all feel a little closer to one another. That shit was like built in a fucking think tank by Dove soap, okay? its very existence is, in my opinion, subtle malevolence, an act of aggression against all that is real in the act of creativity itself. I find its presence detestable. It wasn't you. What'd you think it was going to start and go, car accident, fucking police sirens, wee wee, and then some dude going, no, it's like, that shit would never have made it on the radio because it's too daring. Seabed, so true. I had a flush. The train guy has an evil face. He looks like Lucifer. We're not doing that. We're not doing that either. I have no idea and quite frankly no interest in whether the lead singer of Train is a good guy or a bad guy. I'm 35, which means I can just evaluate the art on the actual merits of the art, and it's fucking dog doo-doo. We're not rehabilitating Imagine Dragons music because the lead singer has great opinions, okay? It makes him a better person. It doesn't make it any harder to press the skip button when, you know, the Lightning and the Thunder song comes on. This will keep me alive. I'm gonna break my own rule. I'm not buying Hieroglyph, man. I'm not buying it. I did see, like, and it's, again, it's just music. It's not that serious. You can still be a great person and have a different taste in music than me, I imagine. That being said, when I saw people saying, like, if you don't like Drops of Jupiter, what's it like to not have a sense of wonder? I wanted to reply, yeah, that song really triggers my sense of wonder. I wonder when it's going to be over and they're going to play something better. Fucking Muppets ass two old guys in the peanut gallery type joke. Boom, roasted. What's their name? Wallace and Gromit or whatever? Whoa, dude, there's a Muppet. Oh, ATP old, dude. Statler and Waldorf. That's it. That's it. Ernst and Young. Ernst and fucking old. What are we doing here? Sock and buskin. You see it, you take 8,000 points. It can't be done, man. Oh, never mind. Nah, not necessary. No face cards. You like that? Ernst & Young catching strays. I don't know anything about them. But they don't do my accounting, so fuck them. You will never be Deloitte shower handle. Face cards, please. That's basic. We're only 9 strengths away from that being all face cards. Medium. Dumpa. Ernst & Young executes the NHL lottery. That's fucked up. What did it even do, man? What did it even do? Murder somebody? It was must play 5 cards. Sorry. I'm sorry. What about Hey There, Delilah? Finally, an intellectual chatter. Hey There, Delilah is definitely, it's in that Hey Soul Sister zone. Hey Soul, like, I'm trying to think of songs that exist in that zone. It's Hey Soul Sister, Hey There, Delilah. Fireflies is in there as well. The Jason Mraz song, I'm Yours. Bad Day by Daniel Powder, absolutely in that zone. Yeah, no doubt. Great pick on that one. Hey There Delilah bangs. No, it fucking does not bang, bro. Give your head a shake. Come on, England, score some goals. Bad Day is a good song. This full of hypocrites is what I'm learning. Chat's full of hypocrites today. Bad Day bangs, but let me guess. You find Ironic by Alanis Morissette just a little too perfect. He turned 98, won the lottery, and died the next day. You expect me to believe that, Alanis? What about Fireflies? Fucking value brand postal service knockoff. You will never be such great heights. Ironic is good and Bad Day is good. POV, you're from New Brunswick. Okay, let me think. This is an important moment for us. How'd you know that? This is a New Brunswick ass song. I don't know what you want me to say. It just is what it is. I mean, I like a lot of Canadian music, but if you like every song ever made by a Canadian artist, you're from New Brunswick. It's that simple. Does a song have to have meaningful lyrics to be considered good? You got me so backwards you don't even know. I'm not necessarily exclusively a songwriting Andy. 1 second. 2-pair or a re-triggered king? Let's try 2-pair. It's more like when, and everybody has their own biases. The most detestable form of music for me is like adult contemporary, easy listening. Check out how soulful this song and songwriting is, but actually it does nothing interesting. I find it very boring. And it in a way, perhaps the reason that it annoys me more than it may annoy some people is because I always feel that, like, if you listen to rap music or electronic music or rock and roll, people are like, that's cool. I remember listening to that when I was a youth. As I got older, I wanted something more sophisticated, like Mumford and Sons. And then they're like, oh, this song is so sweet. I love you and you love me back, and I'd love to wake up next to you every day. Hoo-hoo! It's just like it's been done, man. What do you want me to say? Just is not interesting. You know what? We're taking this. I can't believe that Train, the Lumineers, Mumford and Son. This is like James Murphy at the end of Losing My Edge if he was evil. Jason Mraz, the Lumineers, Owl City, Train. I'm trying to think of other bands that fit into the category. Wait, quick, give me a good 4-syllable one that replaces Gil Scott-Heron. There's got Edward Sheeran. There we go. We got there. The Old Crow Medicine Show. The Chainsmokers. Meghan Trainor. Tell me what you really want. Sorry. I went somewhere I didn't. I told myself I'd never go back there, but here we are. These are just my opinions. This guy just hates music. You realize you're repping fucking Train right now. You're repping Daniel Powder. Like, he wrote that song to be played in Aldo. That's not coming from the heart, man. Like, there's good music that I just don't like. But, like, I never thought that there would be fucking Ed Sheeran shooters in the chat. James Blunt shooters in the chat? Sure, James Blunt, great Twitter account. My life is brilliant. Really? You're a shooter for that? That hits you in the soul? There's nothing wrong with it. I just disagree. Where are you sitting on Jack Johnson? Outside the fucking venue in my car, waiting for my friend's older sister to be done so we can drive home. You will not catch me in the fucking Live Nation arena for that one. Banana pancakes or not. I don't even know what I'm doing on this run anymore. We're on ante 4. What about Creed? Also horrible. Terrible. Thoughts on Baby Metal? Listen, I'll take shots at Jason Mraz. I'm not taking any shots at Baby Metal. They got real shooters. You're losing me? What you need to realize is that I don't really care if I lose you. I'm being true to myself. I'm on that Claudius lifestyle, okay? Maybe you're the one that's lost. If I'm on my path and I can see the fucking HUD in front of me with the quest marker, and you're like, hey, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to the next quest, brother. You don't even realize you're out there fucking milling about, getting into the same conversation with the shopkeeper over and over. I'm actually, 90s maxing has had crazy consequences on my psyche. At first I thought it was just going to local restaurants that are 3.5 out of 5 and saying this is pretty good. I realize now, and I've become, it's like I've freed myself from the fucking carbonite freezing that Darth Vader put me into. You know how freeing it is to just express an opinion on media without couching it in like 500 anticipatory rebuttals to counter arguments made by 14-year-old kids on social media? Yeah, I understand that the singer has good opinions and donates a lot to charitable causes, but for me personally, I just don't really like the music that much. Maybe it's because I'm a product of my time and I wasn't really there, like I was living in Korea when fuck, I don't like the song. The end. We're bringing talking back. People used to tweet like they talked. Now they talk like they tweet. And it's fucking everything up, okay? We gotta just start being like, I didn't really like that movie. Why? I don't know. I just left and I was like, I didn't like it that much. Was there like a plot hole, or like you didn't like the cinematography or the blocking? Everyone's talking about the blocking these days. I don't know. It just didn't really grab me. Did you know the director is the head of the Directors Guild Union? And good for him, good for him, good for him. Rhetoric is back on the menu. Exactly, I think. I don't know. Maybe. I am going to tell you, this is straight up. I'm going to lose this run. I don't know what I'm doing. Good advice, so I'm going to tell it to my English teacher. You've got one little problem there. Might not apply to you. It applies to me, because I'm not 15 years old. I already went through that gauntlet. I don't have an English teacher. I was an English teacher. We're living in different area codes. I could go in a little further. I'm not going to go in any further. You don't deserve it. You didn't do anything wrong. Ice cream is giving me 15 chips, huh? It's the sort of thing we might want to sort out. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. Queen, queen, 10, 10. It's funny, they call them lucky cards. Perfect ice cream, because I can sell it for full price. You know what the best is? We want low cans. The best is when you say you didn't like a movie, and then someone else who clearly doesn't have their feelings wrapped up in media says, oh, really? What's the name of your favorite movie then? You're like, damn, sorry, I said, like, the first Spiderverse was like an 8.5 out of 10. Now your ass is taking shots at fucking, like, Charlie Kaufman's adaptation. Like, you're pitting two bad bitches against each other. It's okay, they're both good. Why you gotta drag Charlie Kaufman into this shit, bro? Charlie Kaufman doesn't know shit about Spiderverse. Fine. You do that? Yeah, I'm amongst the best of that, I would say. The best doers of that. Can't really deny that. You kind of got me on that one. You cooked with that one. How about 20 motes? Yay! Wasn't even that... I'm going to lose. But, you know what? We did call it. That's your whole thing? Excuse me, it's not my whole thing. I got a lot of things. Calling that my whole thing is very insulting. Now, is this something I do? Yeah, you won't catch me denying that. It's not my whole thing. Well, I would say the first hour of Balatro, not the most productive hour of all time, but you know what? That's okay.